Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Last time I was this early, I fell off my dinosaur. God damn. Hi, Red. Hi, Bamboozled. I actually think I might need to swap the stabs for today because I don't think there's enough for this build. Let me count. Are those white spike? Oh, yeah, I use these for today's
7
switches.
months, 2 more, and we have a baby.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I'm also really tired. I did not get enough sleep. I actually had to wake up really early to do these switches because I was a little bit late from last night's stream or last night's hangout slash meetup, the Toronto meetup. So I kind of went home and I just fell asleep. But then I had to wake up real early. I touched the Bull keyboard in front of Bull. The meme is now dead. It's true. He did do that. Actually, hold on. I don't think we have enough stabs for this. I think I might need to swap this client out to something else, which we have another build for them, so we can just use something different. No, we definitely don't have enough. Okay, I'll just put these back in here and swap them. I wrote to you in the mail. Will you come in later? Wait, what? So nice. What happened?
Yay, was a good time last night.
It was. Although I think I spoke a little too much at the meetup. My voice is kind of dead. Thank you, though, Phoenix. I appreciate it, man. My voice is... It was literally on the mend yesterday, and I think yesterday's meetup, because I had to speak a little louder, made it weak again. It's okay, though. All right, maybe we'll switch stabs. It's okay. Honestly, I'd rather not use stabies for today's build. Anyways... Oh, there's the screws. Did someone ask about mice? I'm not really a mouse expert, but you have to figure out the shape you like, you know? Got my schema ordered in over the weekend, so excited. I got the orange acrylic and raw bond. Dude, did those photos sell you? Those photos the other creators took were insane. Absolutely so good, dude. Bearded, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, the meetup was really, really good yesterday. In case you guys didn't know, we had a Toronto meetup. It was called the Canadian Mechanical Keyboard Meetup yesterday at the Reference Library here in Toronto. It was awesome. I think there was literally just enough people so it wasn't super crowded / still really engaging to talk to everybody there. So if you guys can next year, I encourage you, if you guys are in Toronto, just come out. I wanted to go to the meetup, but I couldn't make it. Next year, you promise. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a Master 4S? I thought this is just the MX Master 4. I don't know if there's another new one. It was fun putting faces to the name of people I speak with. Absolutely. In Russia, it's difficult to find Neo 65 Core Plus keyboards. Oh, did you send me an email about keyboards? And I haven't checked any emails this weekend. I have been kind of MIA, so Penguin,
Woo.
thank
Hopefully
you.
feeling better soon, less than 3.
It's weird. I don't feel physically anything. No symptoms at all. It's just my throat. So, literally... one sec, guys. MX Master looks so sick. Plus one, I can try it in person. It seems like the weight might be a bit much. It is heavy. I'll tell you that much. But 5-2U in a spacebar. Did I miscount? I thought we need... Hold on. How many stabs do we need for 1800? Let me look up the stab count for this. Hold on. Maybe am I going crazy? I thought we need 8. At least 3. 18 key call 1800. Recently found your channel and now I'm watching a lot of videos. I'm glad you found it. It's a lot of fun being here. Let me see. Oh, maybe I am going crazy. Oh, I am going crazy. I forgot this doesn't use 3. You know what?
Almost
We can
4
use
years
the
is
nights.
crazy.
That's my bad. I'm legitimately thinking the 1800 has a full 0. When I don't think you can even do it on the key cult. That's pretty funny. Okay. I think we're good then. Fried, I don't know, my camera hates me today. Fried, thank you. You know, let's actually start the stabs because we are going to lube a lot. All right. Oh, hi, Not Enough Minerals. How you doing? Yeah, you know what? I totally forgot there's a 1U for this. I'm thinking we were like 1 or 2 short. I got into the hobby thanks to you and finally committed and ordered my first custom Tofu 63.0. Hells yes. The 3.0 is a really good one. Also, can I just say, Minerals, now we can finally open this up. This has been sitting on my shelf for so long. And every time I look at it, I'm like, I just kind of want to open it just to see what it looks like, you know, in person. Yeah, actually, I have it upside down. Fuck. Sorry. Sorry. We're gonna do the thing later, and you guys can vote. But this has been sitting on my shelf for upside down for like, oh my god, how long has it been, Minerals? You shipped this early to me. All right, let's do this. Messed up for sure. Yeah. Also, first time using these switches, by the way. MX pedals? You know, a small part of me really loves the housing color for this. That I have a batch of my own too. And I really want to swap the stems to make them linear, just so I can see these beautiful switches. They are very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, let's lube these. Let's lube these slowly. I'm currently using the Manta. My little Manter. What keyboard? Oh, I read them there. Are those tactiles? These are light, like, you know, actually, I don't know side by side. For anyone who's used them side by side, are these basically the same as MX Browns when it comes to tactility? These feel to me a little bit lighter, or maybe on par, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm not really an MX Brown. Oh, I don't know why I'm in and out of focus today. He doesn't recognize my face. How was the meetup? It was so good, dude. They're lighter for sure. Okay. I haven't used them side by side. Yeah, the meetup was so good. I enjoyed literally every second of it. It was a blast. I got to talk to so many people. Oh, actually, let me go get something really quick to show you guys too. 1 second. Let me quickly go grab it. We'll drop these off. Now we can actually see the samples for the pen trays. Look at these. The real pen trays in person now. Also, this is an example of the finalized ano that we're going to go with for the all black units. So you can see this is a bit more matte finished. Very nice. I had a 3D printed one. This is the 3D printed version. This is the CNC'd version to the left. So, I mean, you guys pretty much already understand the shape of it, but this is like a finalized version. I don't know why my face cam is being weird today, guys. I didn't do anything. I can just turn it off and on. Hold on, let me... where can we get these pen trays? They're available for pre-order on Bowl and a bunch of other vendors. I don't know what's going on with my camera today, guys. We'll just try, maybe I'll just leave it like this. See if it's more in focus if I center it a bit more. Although it's a little crooked now, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I did touch the focus area. I don't know, I gotta double check later. All right, let's start looking at some stuff here. Have you mentioned why Schema is named Schema? Schema is a more industrial project, and the schema was also organized, which is the key word, to be a more simple project that Bull and I can translate to other shapes and layouts in the future. The schema lineup is also meant to be more than just a keyboard. So if you kind of look up the definition of schema, it kind of fits into what we were thinking about. Believe it or not, the original name of the board was not going to be Schema, it was something else, but then we actually opted for Schema like last minute. So that's the funny part there. Need your opinion on the Redo V2, thinking of doing an EC build using it as a base. I think you should do it. The V2 is pretty awesome. I do like it a lot. Are you going to be building the purple Agar Micro? They don't have any extra PCBs for me, so we can just like do another build with the Micro, but unfortunately they only had the one PCB. I guess the purple one was just to show off to you guys, but I can try to schedule it in. Will you ever do a TKL with Bull? Pretty much that's going to be the next thing we probably do, is a TKL version of the schema. There's obviously going to be some minor changes, so it's not going to be just a larger format. Might do some stuff to make the visual aesthetics make more sense as a TKL, but more than likely that will be the next layout. Schema is a simplified idea like a map in geography. I think the name is quite fitting. Yeah, I really like our naming scheme with everything. No, the truth too, guys, is we don't even know when we'd even run this, like a TKL. This might be a project for way later. We have some other stuff we're thinking about doing first. So we're in no rush. Hi, Drew. How you doing? But it's been a chaotic week. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was a struggle to wake up today. I was so fucking tired. I think my social battery was like completely kaput when I got home yesterday. All I wanted to do was kind of just like shut my mouth and go to bed. But it was so much fun at the meetup, dude. There were some really cool boards this year, by the way. TKL next, please. Okay. It was a struggle to wake up because the bed was so comfy today. Also that, I think the temperature was also like perfect to sit in bed with like half a blanket on. Such a good temp today. Hi, Jishi. How you doing? What's up? Any opinions on the new Serachi keyboard coming out? I haven't seen it, so I don't really have any opinions on it at the moment. I like that term, and I get it. I was the same at the Bristol meetup. Yeah. But you know, okay, so to answer, Zahid, your question, I would consider myself a mix of both, leaning towards extroverted. I love going out and hanging out with people. However, I think I'm just very aware of what my limits are until I get really tired and need to like reset my brain. So I don't think I'm 100% extroverted, but I also don't think I'm like afraid to be outside talking to people. If you could create a keyboard, also wonder, what's up, man? 200 stream streak? That's crazy. So nice. In another format other than 60-65, I would want to do an XT of some sort. And then recently, I was actually looking at this really cool layout. I forget the name of it. It's like an old vintage one, but it looked really cool, and I want to do like an updated version of that. Armageddon, thank you so much for the Prime. I don't know. I want to say I'm ambivert, but I don't think I'm completely. I don't think I am completely. I think I'm still leaning way more extroverted than introverted. No, nothing to do with that, Fried. Please. What about you guys? Are you guys more introverted, extroverted, or are you guys just very aware of what your limits are for social battery stuff? I bought the raw version of the Ophinum, and I don't know if I should request to change to the ancient version. I actually really like the raw version. But I don't know. Do you have like a keycap set already? Do you guys like have a build for it, you know? Hella introverted. I mean, do you guys like not like... I'm hella introverted, my social battery drains so fast. Okay, I was gonna say, like, do you guys just have like a small social battery in that sense? My friend finally pulled the trigger. He got a Core Plus ordered, and I'm sending him a package of Oil Kings and pre-modded stabs. You're a good friend, Flick. With a little syringe. Oh my god, you're actually an excellent friend. Okay, dude. So he's getting like the perfect helping hand with all this. Let's go. Yeah, you know, that's a good point too, Phoenix. I guess it does depend on the crowd. I like being around folk, man. It's fun to talk to others. I would say that I'm really introverted when I was younger. Yeah. You know what? Chewy, thank
Placing
you so
my
much
schema
for
order
2
today.
months. Oh my, which one are you getting? You know what really helped me break me out of my shell? I was super introverted before I started working retail. Then, whew, night and day difference. And I think that the job that really pulled me out of being introverted was I had to do, when I was doing fitness photography stuff, I had to talk to a lot of people. Full machinist, let's go, dude. That's huge. That's going to be a nice one. Man, I was trying to find something he could order, and he just did not make any sense. Wait, what do you mean? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. First time here. Thanks for introducing me to the hobby. Anytime. I think I fall under ambivert. I think a lot of people actually fall under ambivert. I cannot for the life of me remember if I've submitted the giveaway form. You can always fill it again. If you're not sure, Captain, just fill it out again. If I see a duplicate line, I'll just delete the line. I'm not going to start sending out things until probably Tuesday. My stomach just growled. What'd you guys do for breakfast, by the way? Anyone do anything interesting? Well, I'm running out of 205. This is my last jar. I think I need to order more. Oh, we'll also go through all the photos of the meetup later. I pulled them off my camera yesterday, but I haven't really gone through them. So I'll pull them off later. And then, or I guess I'll format them later to the point where they're viewable, not just in Lightroom. And we'll go through them all. I kind of want to wait to also, because I had some B-roll I took of the meetup too. Some fun like little ambient sounds and stuff, so. I made an inventory of GMK keycaps yesterday. How did that feel? Do you like getting organized? Dude, when I did it, it felt so good. Meetup ASMR, basically. I was recording, so that big camera I had was a camera I was lending to Mr. Geoff. But that's, I was recording a whole bunch with that, and I think he ended up recording too. So I'm gonna steal some of his footage with, that he took with my camera, and then I'm also gonna use some of my footage. Which combination of schema, full Vaza green or frosted top, black bottom? Okay, I haven't seen it in person, but the Vaza green schema with the pumice weight looks like a very interesting choice. However, the frosted top and black bottom also looks like just a choice that's like super, super easy to kind of work with keycap wise. So, I don't know. I personally, I think I would go for full Vaza. But then the frosted top is just so easy to work with. When are we getting a Link's Awakening Let's Play on that shiny new Game Boy? Do you guys actually want to watch me play like Game Boy games? Is there a better way to do that though? Other than just like having it on my desk? Honestly, I don't think I can play like this. I think I would have to play like this. Emulate it? I guess I could. I'm gonna do Frost it with black bottom. I think it's gonna be a good look because it's easy to work with keycap wise. To be honest, I imagine it'd be cool for like 30 minutes, then the awkward with physical Game Boy. Yeah, it's like, remember when I tried using the Steam Deck and I was playing Expedition 33? That got a little awkward and uncomfortable for me. Just because it was like, I had to keep the thing over here, you know? Maybe next time. Maybe I'll figure out a good way to stream some games. Not that I've been playing a whole lot, so. We need pink options. Me and Bull know you guys like pink now. We're very aware. Very, very aware. Hot pink. Yeah. People got to see the pink Manta. Vaza is really hard to match keycaps with. Your Manta is still the best keycap plus Vaza match. Okay, I did see someone pair Vaza with Miklon. Or not Miklon, Tribal. I think Tribal looks excellent on this. Also, a standard beige keycap set looks excellent too. Oh, Deep Field would look good on this too, actually, yeah. I think you kind of got to go with something a bit warmer color-wise. Even like Abstract would look really good on this too. Yeah, Zoodit might look really good. GMK Stone would slam. What is GMK? GMK Stone? Are you talking about the what set is that now? Oh, Modern Mats. Yeah, Modern Mats would look good on this too. Yeah. Oh, okay. Literally the next sentence I just kept reading. Vaza could do SWG Rubber. Oh, Rubber would look really good on this too. Yeah. It's a unique green. I'll tell you that much. Like it is. Dude, I need a new chair. This chair, I think, is literally falling apart right now. It's just squeaking like crazy. Dino Jungle? It's not a real set yet, is it? The Black Schema Proto also looks amazing. Considering now we have a finalized Ano for the black, yeah. It's going to be very nice. I'm actually considering, like when I do my final orders, I'm probably going to pick up a few extras myself of the all black ones. Are you ever fixing your page down? I kind of like it there. I like the red page down. It reminds me of an olive pit or something. You know? Oh, I didn't update the build command. I'm so sorry. Oh, cool. Yeah. Because it is GMK olive. The weight of moving down a page must be remembered. That too. We all must remember it. All right, client wants 6.25U today, and then I think we're just doing literally all of these. Where's Adam to change it for you? I don't know. I really don't know. Adam's not here today. And we gave him mod back and everything, you know, so. Is the agar comfortable? Like the normal agar or the micro? I haven't used the micro to the point where I'm comfortable typing on it yet. So, normal? I like the agar. I think it's a comfy keyboard, yeah. I think it wins in comfort for me. All right, Stabies. Always a weird one. I think I'm just gonna stick with 205 with this. Funny story. Was it 2 weeks ago? I did an off-stream build where I had to use Stabies for someone, and they requested XHT BDZ, right? So I did it, and I did the lightest coat possible. Lo and behold, it was binding. I think Stabies really, really work well with 205. So I ended up having to clean off his stabs after I put them on. Don't get me wrong, I like Stabies, but man, you have to be very particular about how you do these things. Hi, Shy, how you doing? I've never used stabies. They're kind of expensive for what they are. I don't really recommend them. What is going on? Where are all these like white little lines here? Something like tear apart. I need keyboard enthusiasts to work on my car interiors. The ultimate detail. Please invent a dashboard that doesn't rattle. Get some gaskets in there, you know. Another noob question is the patina like the raw, and that will likely have scuffs and need to be maintained with the coating. So for the schema, the short of it is technically yes, you will need to maintain your coating. I think that goes without. I think most coated copper weights eventually will probably need to be coated in the future, but ours in particular is not going to last as long as others because of the nature of the machined raw bottom. It's not going to adhere as well, so it will eventually tarnish, as well as patina. But you should be good for about 2 to 6 months. And if you feel like it, you can just quickly like basically apply some like Brasso or something, clean it off, and then just re-clear coat it with like spray clear coat or something. But again, I think that's part of the charm. Actually, I got to see some amazing patinas that people did at the meetup with their raw weights. Looks so good, dude. The raw aluminum won't do anything. You'll be good there. It's more just the copper. Had a great time at the meetup yesterday. Thanks for the chat. Anytime, dude. It was so good seeing everybody. It was so good. I liked the size of the meetup. It was really, really good. There was a pretty good turnout, like literally at the end. Let's see, hold on. Hi guys and Alex. I am a recent convert to custom mechanical keyboards. I am waiting for my silver Neo 75 CU. I already received Yogurt S's, nice. But I'm struggling picking up a keycap set. Oh, the beautiful thing part, anything goes with silver. You could literally put all the keycap sets on a board and throw a dart and you won't have a bad match. I don't think, maybe Bento. Maybe Bento doesn't work really good with silver. That's the only keycap set, maybe. But anything else, you'll be good. You'll be cooking with any set you do. There are some great sets available right now, too. I don't like Bento with silver. Yeah, you can get literally anything. It's the great thing. Silver is just so universal. Skyrider on silver is so good. That's the green set, right? It's like a darker green. Camille, what's up, dude? Did I miss something? No, we're just kind of chit-chatting about the meetup yesterday and just chilling. My RF8X that's coming has an orange top. What keycaps would be good? If you want to go full orange, you could order a set of GMK ATA. Is beta still available? Kaiju would be good on that too, actually. Oh, you know what? I vote for Kaiju. Bento wouldn't work on silver IMO. Bento barely works on anything, to be fair, though. I have Shoshin on silver. Oh, Shoshin on silver is fire, dude. Kaiju is peak. I think it's one of those sets that has become like a classic to me as well. I have good luck with Kaiju. It works on so many different boards. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Can confirm I've had Bento for 4+ years and I've never mounted it. Dude, I've tried so hard with Bento. Honestly, that's the one true keycap set that I actually don't think I like as much. Hell, I actually think I prefer Greg over Bento, which probably says a lot. So, love the meetup. Really want something EC now. Do it, dude. There's some good EC stuff. There's lots of good EC projects. Wow. Need new Mecha Kaiju. I won't buy it because I don't have a board for it. So cool. Mecha Kaiju is beautiful too. Aero 75 Bento. I think that was one of the few builds that worked. I remember that particular build. Revival on white is passable. What does Revival look like again? Did they change the alphas for that? Kikobo's good. Fire. Kikobo's great. I think it does sound a smidge different than GMK though. So just be aware that it's not going to be like a 1-for-1 match. But yeah, I like Kikobo stuff. One question. I did remember correctly that there would be some B-Stock units in August. Yes. They are on the way, or I guess being packed or something. Anyways, shipping has been paid for the B-Stock Mantas. So Bull and I should be getting them, I don't know, within the next 30 days. Soon. SWG caps are sick. Dude, I like SWG a lot. What switches? What are these called again? Pedals? No. One sec. One sec while I pull this up. I think they're cherry pedal switches. This is my first time actually using these. Where's my little sheet here? Yes, MX2A pedals. First time using them, man. I've never tried these switches out before. And it's weird because I've had them since they've released. I've just never put them in a board. Anytime, Aaliyah. But yeah, the only new cherry switch in which I really didn't like, unfortunately, were the Falcons. Those were not my cup of tea. On top of that, how are you? But I mean it. Really, how are you? My voice is still recovering. You know. Hi, Kitty. It was the meetup. What's up, Way Too Lucky? It was good. It was good. Busy. I thought it'd be one of those days where it's like, you go for the meetup, you go out with some friends after, you get home, and it's like back to work. But it was like, I got home and I was so tired that I'm feeling it today still. Looking at Insty doing Adam's job for him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Steve, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. At 400 subs, guys, we have another giveaway. So in like 18 subs. Favorite board that I tried there. I want to tell you guys my favorite board. Actually, no. I'm going to say my favorite thing. I'm going to be real with you guys. It's always hard to kind of listen to some of the boards. There were these keycap sets at the meetup. I don't remember what they were called. I literally have a pamphlet because they were so nice. I took a pamphlet. There were these keycap sets that someone was making. They're more of like an ergo thing. They were so unique. They were like hexagons. So fucking cool. They had like a little booth there and they were kind of showing it off. So neat. I got to show you guys when we go through the photos. I took so many pictures of them. So, Part, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it, dude. I want to solve that problem for my local meetup. Yeah, you know what would be really cool? Were they called hexapods? They were so nice. No, I'm going to show photos tomorrow, Ad. I haven't gone through them yet. I kind of, like, there's a lot of duplicates. So I kind of want to go through them. And then I'll put them in, like, a player, too. So it's not just me going through Lightroom. I think a quiet room at the meetup would be fucking sick for people who want to try a board or two out. That would be so dope. Okay, guys. I did not fucking say that. You guys are making things up now. I'm out of coffee. Was there a glare there? I don't think I saw any glares. Keyboard library? Something like that, yeah. Okay, let's put these on. Oh, actually, let me open up all the parts. I think I just kind of started with this and then forgot about the parts. Oh my god, there's so many pieces to this. What is this? This is the plates, or plate. Okay, let me just open these one by one. I don't know, did Shai bring his glare? I don't think I saw. I took photos of almost every keyboard too, so. There were some places that were kind of harder to navigate than others, so. Was that the one with high-vis? I don't remember. Plates. Boom. Got our plates. Sir Wills, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it, dude. Oh, I actually, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I got a really good picture of Ad. Really good picture. Not even trolling. He's looking like mad dapper in it, dude. Here's the PC. Ah, then maybe I took a photo of it and didn't pay attention. I think I've tried his glare, have I not? Or no, maybe I haven't. At 400 subs, you're giving away Alex's credit card? Well, joke's on you, my credit card doesn't even work right now. My chip or something broke in it. It doesn't even do anything now. Joke's on you, my friend. I'm getting deeper into cameras. What's your go-to camera at this point? Okay. I don't know how to answer this. For what? Like, are you saying what's the camera that if I had to do... No, Friday, I have to get that fixed. I know. Like, what's the situation like, you know? Because there are different cameras I use for different situations that have stronger suits for certain things. Okay, traveling, honestly, dude, these days, I hate to say this, but also, like, I'd love to say this. The Fuji. And if I could, not even joking right now, I wish I didn't sell my Ricoh and buy the Fuji. I wish I just kept the Ricoh. I think when I'm doing traveling or street stuff, I don't care to bring the expensive stuff or like anything that's like large. I think just having a small little pocket camera makes me feel better about doing photography. Even at the meetup, like I actually opted to not bring anything like crazy today. I just opted to bring the Fuji. It's a 106, yeah. Like, usually meetups I bring like, I don't know, a decent little kit, but honestly I feel like I just get too into it. And I'm gonna be real with you, there are some photos with the Fuji, like I was going through just everything quickly, where I'm like, if I had my other camera, I know this would have turned out better. But it's also just not nice not to lug around big camera gear. You know what I mean? It's like relieving. I do regret the Fuji a little bit. I think I actually preferred the Ricoh. So, the Ricoh has, I'd say, a particular look to it as well if you're just shooting JPEGs. It has its own way of making recipes. And I think I preferred that. Forgot to clear up my SD card and ran out of space like an hour into the meetup. Rip. I always format before I go to any event. I just format that thing and go, alright, enough of this. What the hell? Do you feel more present without the full kit? Yeah. Like, here's the thing, right? Without getting into, I guess, making this a full-on camera conversation, because I feel like we need to do the build. It's nice just to have this, and I get real, like, I know this is still a pricey camera, but I can throw this around my neck. It's not heavy. I have a little satchel. This can also fit in the satchel. I'm not too, I guess, like, into keeping this pristine either compared to some of my other cameras. This is meant to, you know, travel around and be pocketable. There are some aspects of this camera that frustrate me, but it is still, like, I think a good size. And I don't feel like I'm being weighed down by expensive or heavy gear. So, I don't know. Like, yeah, that's the 106. Or, not 104, 106. There are certain things, like, again, yesterday, for example, one thing that I keep forgetting with the Fuji's, like, algorithm of how they're doing, like, aperture priority and stuff is kind of frustrating, even with ISO, like, even when I have auto ISO on this. For some reason, Fuji just keeps going, yeah, 1/30th of a second is great for doing photography indoors. So you don't always get, like, the most sharp shot if you're trying to shoot on the fly. So there were some aspects of yesterday where I'm like, I should have just set the shutter speed priority to like 100 and keep everything else as auto. And, you know, there's that aspect of it too. And, like, I wish just keeping everything on auto for, like, a camera that's meant to be, like, quick and easy felt better. But yeah, I don't know why Fuji does that. I don't know why Fuji's like, yeah, this is going to be great. Yeah. And I normally shoot aperture priority, right? I'm starting to lean with Fuji to shoot shutter priority. Like I said, Fuji for some reason just always goes shrug, 1/15 of a second's great. You should get a great photo with this auto. And it's a little annoying. I think that's my only gripe with the experience of shooting Fuji. I think for me, AMD, the reason why I'm not doing full manual, it's just simply because I don't want to deal with it. When I'm out and the priority is not taking photos and I just kind of want to have photos being taken, just like in the background, I'd rather just like have the camera just do its thing. My Canon does the same thing. I don't know why they do that for. Like, you'd think like, okay, auto, let's get at least like 60 or like 100 or something for the shutter speed. I feel like that's good for freezing some motion. To use a hub, my built-in monitor hub on the Fritz. I use a small little USB hub, but honestly, it has its problems as well. It's never perfect. Some keyboards do not work on it from the hub. Way too lucky. Oh yeah, this is the Mio Watch Artisan. I don't know if they're available anymore. This is hot swap today, yeah. What bit do I need for Stabies again? It's like this bit. I had a Ricoh. Well, okay, I think it's a double-edged sword. I had a GR3X. I sold the X, and I bought the Fuji 106. But what I wish I did was just traded the X for a non-X, because the X has the 40-something millimeter. Do you know Epomaker? Why is their keyboard so unresponsive? I feel like without making this a really boring conversation, Ico, it's Epomaker. I'm not gonna say they're known for that, but like they have their fair share of some issues. I feel like that's probably as much as I can really say without getting into the weeds of this conversation, but they have some issues. DS adaptive steps. Which are those? DS adaptive? Huh? Okay, let's do this. They're sick? Oh. I don't even know which ones those are. Dude, my hair is so curly today. What the hell's happening? Mechland gave me some to try out. I'll give it a go. Designer Studio adaptive PCB vent stems with elastic high polymer inside the stem with slabs for mechanism. Are they expensive? What do they cost? Been looking for a key cult number 1 1800 hot swap PCB, but no luck. Does Novel Keys not have extras? I don't know if you can maybe reach out to them to see if they have extras to buy. 19 CAD and Divinity. That's not bad. Teflon pads help sound. It's probably something just to reduce some friction or something, but I don't know about sound. I think that's more of a friction thing. Do you have any GMK sets that shined? I do. I have one. I have I have special fingers bestowed upon me by the GMK gods, where I just have really dry hands. But I do have one set. No, this actually isn't shined. It's I don't even know where I put this set though. That's the problem. It's Monarchy material. Small matte version of my board, but what do y'all? I mean, I use my mouse on a bare surface for so long, way too lucky, that I don't like. It will ruin your pads. Yeah, Phoenix, I have no idea where I put the set. Absolutely zero idea. I have a feeling, because I have other keyboards that I haven't recorded yet, and those other keyboards are in hard shells. I guarantee you it's on one of those. But I just don't know. The feeling, I mean, I didn't have a problem with using it on a bare desk. Are you using it for like just work? I mean, I had this on a bare desk for so long. Ask Annette if he's seen it under the desk. No, he hasn't. I asked him already. He told me no. 2 weeks ago, I had a little chit chat about Fuji, so I'm in the market for one. You advised me to buy the XT3 or XT33 with some pancake lenses, but not gonna lie, the XT50 40 megapixel sensor and IBIS, yeah, also great. If you can justify the price difference, like you're kind of doing right now, do it. The thing you have to understand too, right? And I think we all get a little FOMO about this. And I don't take this the wrong way. We all think we want the latest and greatest in terms of gear, right? We all think so. The truth is, a lot of us, dude, look at my hair, it's so dry today. A lot of us don't actually use the latest and greatest. We buy it and then it sits there stagnant and then no one touches it. Like for me even, I've bought some latest and greatest stuff and I immediately regret it. Here's another thing too. 40 megapixels is great. I don't know anyone who realistically uses 40 megapixels. Like, we're all posting to socials. Like, Instagram resolution is still like 1080p. So they're nice for cropping. If you like cropping, if you're someone who maybe is like you know, knows they're going to be cropping in a bit, then sure. In the video stuff, honestly, I personally find with Fuji stuff anyways, if you're going to go video, the only decent Fuji video that I've seen so far is the XH2S. Everything else kind of feels the same. But I don't get lost in the sauce for buying camera gear. If it's mainly to take photos, and like I said, you've kind of justified yourself from video. If it's mainly to take photos, though, you won't notice much of a difference. Seems like it's not about the tool, but rather how you use it. Absolutely. Yeah, dude, we all get a little gas sometimes. We all do. I know I do for sure. Yeah, we all do. I have this personal problem, which is really hard for me to stop sometimes, where like I get something in my head for cameras and I'm like, yeah, this piece will make it better. And then I buy it and then I regret it. Doesn't happen as much these days, but went from a 1996 car to 2022 and it's mind-blowingly nice. Well, I mean, there's a big difference there. That I'll agree with you. Come here, stupid washer. Well, keyboards are literally the definition of, you probably won't notice crazy big differences in gains. I love my XT5, but I'm kind of tempted to do you have an XT6 in September? Yeah. Also, you know, to put this into perspective too, like kind of like what Hog's saying, if you guys have the money to do so and you like buying these things, then just do it. I just, you know, make wise choices with your money. That's all. Also, how you doing, Mod Musings? Also, I saw, Dutch, that you liked the Manta. Thank you very much, Dutch. These days when I buy camera gear or any gear, I always look at it through the lens of what problems is this solving. I like that idea too. I really do. Like, here's a really good example of not regret, but something that I wish I had more, I guess, in hindsight, it makes sense now. I have a Hasselblad camera, which I'm trying to sell right now. there was a period of time where it made sense for me to have it. However, I didn't fully look at, okay, what limitations is this giving me as someone who's taking photos? I really didn't look at it that way. I just saw like, this is something I want in my studio. I got to try it. It was awesome. And I never thought that far ahead. Sometimes now, like when I'm going through what Matthew said basically is like, what problems is this solving? I think kind of like the opposite of like, will there be limitations to what I'm buying? I didn't realize it then, but like one of the limitations of that system that I bought was just lack of lenses. There's not a lot. And I felt a bit creatively stunted when I couldn't find a particular lens. And I kind of just stopped liking the system entirely. And that's kind of why I moved to Sony now. Like I've transferred back to Sony because there's just more options. You know? That's why I got rid of my GFX 100. Yeah. Like, you don't realize it. Like you sometimes, even though it's the nicer thing, and it's, you know, the more expensive thing, it's the thing that has more like, you know, like this is a photographer's, this is the tool. You don't realize that the tool you're using doesn't suit the need. It's like buying the wrong wrench for, I don't know, a project you're working on, right? So that's kind of how I look at things now too, which has been very helpful these days.
So nice.
Alexot amazing yippee.
Hi Small Bean, how you doing? Thank you so much for the year of being here. Lack of lenses is a real limiting factor. Yeah, and it's like, it's one of those things where you don't realize it at first. Just received my Cloud9. I can feel some ping in the spacebar. Did you lube the stabs and all that? Hate to ask, but I gotta ask. Browsing products when you don't need something is the worst. Yeah. I don't know, man. Honestly, these days too, like, camera gear is just so tough. Because a lot of camera gear these days are like, fantastic. Like, thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for the Prime. All right, let's put some of these switches in. Actually, the one thing I noticed with these, the stems, or the metal pins here were a little bit off in some of them. Hi, aesthetically, how you doing? I saw your latest picture, by the way, so nice. Did I get I haven't even had time to digest that build, you know what I mean, in it? I want one though, for sure. This is an aluminum plate, yes. Little alu. Haven't heard that name in a long time. There's a round 2 actually. Aluminium. He finished my stabs in less than an hour. My bingo card is ruined. To be fair, I feel like I started your stabs really early, not enough minerals. Normally, I do all the talking for like 30 minutes, and then I start it. But I was a little concerned I'd be too slow at this. To be fair, though, we still took an hour to do stabs almost. It's still not impressive. You did kind of blow through those really fast. Did I? What are stabies? They're a type of stab. I'd say they have their issues in some sort. I'm actually going to test these stabies really quick too. Will it be ending stream about now? You're going at a good pace, Alex. Thank you, Crummy. Lil Stacks wouldn't even open the keyboard case yet. That's too funny. Question, for keyboards that offer both PC and as well as aluminum cases, why are they priced the same? Oh. Okay, to break that down. Aluminum and PC, usually actually, I think at one point, PC was more expensive than aluminum. I think now it's kind of like the same, but polycarbonate's actually harder to, well, to some degree, harder to machine and QC than aluminum. Even though it's not like a lot of people look at aluminum as the more higher end thing, which is fantastic, but PC stuff isn't super duper easy to make. That's typically why they're the same price, if not more expensive. It's just literally the machining and manufacturing process. All right, let me actually just... Yeah, PC has a higher failure rate. It needs better QC to it. It's actually even why me and Bull don't use polycarbonate for the stuff we've been doing. Okay, let me just quickly grab some like random stabs here, and I'm gonna check these out. Tomorrow, guys, just because today I have a few things I need to do. Tomorrow, I am dedicating the entire day to prepping a whole bunch of stuff for shipping for the giveaways and cleaning. These have the lightest bump I've ever felt.
17 months of not realizing I was subbed lol.
Thank you, Kiro. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. Also, do you guys want to see the weirdest fucking thing? Okay, before I tell you guys what this is, I was opening these pedals this morning, right? The pedals of the switches I lubed. At one point, I looked at the lubricant from Cherry. Do you guys notice anything weird about these springs? I don't know why I have a cable cover in there, but... You guys notice anything weird? Yeah, I don't know why. It was just all yellow. It kind of does look like earwax. I have no clue. I cleaned them all off. That's actually why it took me about an extra hour to do these switches than I had hoped for. Because I woke up really early to do them. But yeah, weird, right? That's how all my Cherry have come, looking like snot. Really, Drew? Yeah, weird. I've never seen it in a Cherry switch before. I got some MX Tways that turned out like that. That is so weird. Yeah, Dijon 105 oil. That's crazy, Crummy. Yeah, I've never seen that. Never once seen that before. These sound good, actually. We're looking good for stabs right now. Make sure this one here is good too. Perfect. Never once seen that before. I did think it was the strangest thing ever. I'm sticking so much to buy the XT3 with pancake lens. I know your thing as a salesman, but will always talk me into buying a more expensive one. At least this. Just do what you feel is good at the end of the day, man. Oh, this is the Manta. You probably don't leave the springs in there long enough to get the patina. Oh, my bad. Oh, shit. I have to put this back in there. All right, let's put the rest of these switches in. What do you do with all the springs that are spring swapped? If they're Cherry, unfortunately, I just recycle them. If there are other brands that have decent tolerances, I save them, and sometimes I'll use them for personal, like, spring swaps when I feel like using them. Very rarely do I do that, but I do save them. But Cherry, I'm sorry, Cherry goes into into recycling or garbage. I can't sit here and lie to you guys. The Cherry shit's the worst ones. And I think even some of the Gatoron springs end up in the same kind of like boat. They're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. There's no need to keep them. Do G&K stems ever break when you swap around this much? I haven't had any issues. You just gotta be careful with things. Rufus will eat all the unused springs. For HE, they'll probably say it's some new premium lubricant that delivers an unbelievable, amazing, buttery typing feel. An extra $1. $3 a switch now. Let's grab, where did I put my little switch puller thing?
So nice.
Thank you,
Gorkis
Gordon.
Willem gifted a
Appreciate it,
tier
man.
1 sub to Tayway_.
Thank you, thank you. You can tell these pins did not do well in transit. Have you tried any of the newer springs? When you say newer springs, what do you mean by that? Sorry, Shiny. How do we win a giveaway? I only do giveaways on Twitch, unfortunately. I don't, unfortunately, know how to do cross-platform giveaways. But today, the giveaway will be in 11 subs. Sorry. Let me just quickly tell you guys what today's giveaway is. It is going to be a Rama U80. Remember that story of the Rama U80? Where, unfortunately, I had like my first day with it. My screwdriver dropped, and it lightly scratched the back of it in like 1 or 2 spots. That's the one I'm going to give away today. I've had it forever, and honestly, I never used it, but I think someone else would find some fun use for it. Maybe even just get recoded or something. But that's going to be the next giveaway. And then after that, we have 2 more giveaways. We have a Wind X98. Love that thing. And we have a Molly. The Hot Pink Molly. Which is an older board. Which I think is actually like kind of, not rare, but like... haven't seen one of those in a long time. He's giving us the B-stock. No, I mean, I think I asked you guys a while ago if you guys would want some of the boards that have light use to them, and people were like, yeah, just give it away. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Other than that, I don't know what to do with it, you know. Might as well find some new homes. Yeah, so we're using pedals today, guys, and these have been lubed, spring swapped, and filmed. I love the design of the U80. I also loved all of those like Rama old designs as well, but real unfortunate, real unfortunate. Also, did Minerals want stepped caps lock, or what's going on here? Where is this? Where is this? You can't imagine having that many boards sitting. Yeah, regular caps. Okay, got you. Perfect. Got distracted with something else. Where'd you get that artisan on the olive board? It's from a brand called Sneakbox. Oh, there's a novelty caps lock for this? Yeah, my thing too is just like, I think especially more recently, I'd rather just have people enjoy some of the stuff that unfortunately I can't really enjoy as much. So I think that's the right way to do this side, because you want 1.5 U's on these. Yes, it's almost better. I think if I had not spoken all day yesterday, it would have been 100% today. I still have a bit of like a raspiness, a little bit. And then on top of that, I feel like it's itchy, because I think it's healing now. So it's like, you know, just getting a little bit like... What was your favorite keyboard you saw at the meetup? Let's share the keyboard stuff tomorrow when I go through the pictures, but I'll tell you guys my favorite thing that I saw there, which was those hexagon keycaps. Those were really cool. And I'll show you guys photos of those too. Do I recommend any of their Alice style boards? I feel like, have I built those? I think I have, right? Better have someone enjoying a board instead of collecting dust. Exactly. Exactly, dude. Maybe a first entry into the hobby being gifted by... Yeah, exactly. I just feel like people would find better use to them than I would. Quick question. Are you planning to do any private sales of the items you are getting rid of? Yes and no. Most of the stuff that I've logged is actually stuff that I've purchased many years ago. Like even this U80 I bought. So there will be some that I plan on selling. I think I've listed like 1 or 2 in the Discord sales channel. Just because, like, unfortunately, as much as I would love to give everything away, there are some things where I'm like, man, I did spend a pretty penny on this. I should probably try to get some money back for a board that I'm not using. Yeah. What designs? Oh, sorry. Let me read these in orders. I should probably be more diligent about using my Steam vaporizer at night. Oh, is that like a humidifier type thing? What designs do you consistently see being done that needs to probably stop, either that has not worked or overdone? Molex connectors. I think we need to collectively stop using those. No? What do you guys think? I think it's time. I think it's had its time. It might have one or two use cases. But I feel like long feet have kind of died off now. Here's the thing, Minerals. I'd actually rather take a ribbon cable than a Molex connector. It's like hot, steamy rather than cold. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Ribbon's Molex is not that bad? Dude, how do you guys feel? Ribbon or Molex? I actually would rather opt for ribbon cables strictly because Molex connectors, I've had so many bad experiences with. You take Easy Mate and it? Pogos have limitations too, though, unfortunately, Hog. But I do love Pogo connectors. They're real nice. You had a broken ribbon cable? Oh, dude, I've had a few broken Molex connectors too now. I tinker too much. I'm saying Easy Mate needs to stop. Oh, Easy Mate needs to stop. Yeah, I do think Easy Mate sucks. Kegel. Oh, that's the Stream Elements bot. I'm stupid. I feel like I have to adjust every single pin before I put these in. I like it, but also there are some like parts I don't like. Our Fuji X106 price is still crazy, I think. Honestly, this camera is expensive for what it is. Don't talk about my good friend Alex like that. Thanks, Bean. Bye, Infinite. Take care. They're not as bad as they were, but they're not great with the prices. I bought some MX2A recently. Is it necessary to film them? Some people would say no. I would say yes. But I think it's just experiment, see what you like. No self-promo during stream, Alex. Oh. I'll do better. I'll do better, boss. I saw them in stock at retail recently. I think the hype has kind of died. Yeah. Switches are cute, though. I do spring swap milky yellows, although I feel like in recent batches, the springs have been better. I've seen used X106 prices from market price slightly below. It's a great camera, don't get me wrong, but it's not a perfect camera. I still think my perfect travel camera was the Ricoh. And it's significantly cheaper than a Fuji. There's less features in it for sure, but it's also tiny. Like, it's a small camera. Do you loop springs? Yes. I use either oil or I use 204. Oh my god, dude, these pins and these cherries are driving me nuts. All those babies, tub and shaky shake, absolutely, absolutely. I bought a bunch of different films and springs back in the day. I've not modded any switches. It's a pain in the ass to mod switches. It's why a lot of people choose to get them done by other people or just do pre-loop stuff. You like the meetup, Yoshi? Yeah, it was a good time. The meetup was really nice. It was cool seeing everyone. I was trying to walk around as much as I possibly could. I didn't want to stay at the booth there. throw on a good show and get a batch of switches done. It's therapeutic. I started X-Men 97 lubing these switches, actually. So I got I think I got 3 episodes in. Interesting show. I lied to myself and said lubing switches was calming. It can be. You have to be doing the right stuff, I feel. Oh my god, this particular switch is pissing me off. All right. I think we're done. Now we can start putting the case together. I think this is actually going to be the longest part of the stream, believe it or not. A lot of boxes in here. I don't know what these are all for. Do they have every part in a separate... Oh, they do. Interesting. Akko V3 Creamy Black Pro switches. Yeah, Akko makes decent stuff. I you know, I feel like they're kind of not an underdog, but they're kind of not talked about enough. Also, do you guys like the metal versions of the pen trays? They look good, right? They turned out so nice. This is the raw. The Nezuko switches were pretty impressive. Lubed and unlubed QC is great. Yeah, dude, people were really liking that build with the Nezukos. This is the matte black finish that we're going to be doing for the schema as well. I think this is so sexy in black. This looks great, dude. All right. Looks smooth. How much will they be? They're $60 each. Oh my god. Kibei won't let us buy it separately. We mentioned it to Kibei. Kibei will, I don't know when, I'll follow up with him tomorrow, but he will eventually open it up for people to buy separately. Sorry guys, let me get some water. My throat's getting super dry. BRB, 1 second. Do you think the orange top with aged bottom and the which way is that? No. The pumice weight? I think so. The pumice is really neutral. Ooh. In general, are prime lenses better / sharper than zooms? In general, yes. Better is subjective. But sharper, usually. Any chance you will offer a red patina pen tray in the future? If the pen trays have a lot of interest, then maybe we can talk about it, but we didn't even think about that. I think if it was brass or something, it'd be too expensive. No, this is a client build today. Thought you said hummus is really good at first, and... Wait, what, Fried? What are we talking about? Talking about hummus? What piece is this? This is the mid piece. We have thought about other materials. Yeah, they're packing these like super well. I have not been playing any games at all. Ooh, the teal is gorgeous for this. A CNC USB hub. Believe it or not, we thought about it. One thing at a time, though. Okay, this is the bottom piece. What's this last piece here? This is... Oh. What bottom piece do you want to use today? Oh, no. I guess what mid piece do you want, Minerals? Wait a sec. Okay. I ordered brass weight. Yeah, you got brass right here. Did you also order teal? Okay, okay. I'll put this one here back then. Bottom. Okay, so we need this one and then this one here. Schema numpad would be dope. That would be cool. Schemo macro pad. Brass and black. Yeah, it's a classic build. What do you plan on pairing the teal with? The teal's so nice, Minerals. I'm not gonna lie, like, kind of like the teal a little more, but obviously it's your build. You do what you want. Let me put the teal back. I didn't even realize there was an extra piece here. I think the teal's so pretty. Wrap this back up. You'll need a schema layout for everything related to keywords. Yeah. This a little bit nicer. I might need to contact NK. I think the teal's extra. Oh. Oh, okay. I'll put it back for now then. Would you ever make a custom mouse? I don't know where to start with that. Minerals, check your invoice. Without leaking any info, it actually is on your packing list here. Like, you have brass, the brass is also listed. Unless you never took it off your... Oh, I don't know. I would double check, Minerals. Just double check. Will K-Beauty Friends be making Alex do a stream of the Athena? They won't be making me, but yeah, I'll be doing one. Hey, you know what though? Sometimes I do it too, man. There was one time... Okay, let me tell you guys one of the craziest stories. Because I added the brass after and only paid the difference. Interesting. I don't know then. One time, I ordered... What was it? Oh, I remember what it was. One time I ordered a printer. Like my thermal printer. And you know when you're going through all the options for things? Well, one time I was going through all the options of what I wanted to purchase. And I knew the price I was supposed to pay. But I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I ended up ordering the thermal printer. Let me show you guys what I accidentally bought. Actually, where did I stick it now? Where did I put this thing? Oh. Here. So, went back and forth with ordering supplies for the thermal printer. You guys want to see what I bought by accident? Because again, I was going back and forth, didn't realize what I was like putting in my cart. Paid for the order, got it in. I was like, oh, they must have sent me extras. No, I actually paid for it. I bought pink labels, which I'm never gonna use. And now I just have a stack of pink labels. And they want it like $10 to return this. But I'm never gonna use these because I don't think they'd look good on the box. I don't know, because like readability is like my thing. I don't know. I could just use them for a giveaway. I don't know. It was a little bit like I felt stupid afterwards because I'm like, because this was like $15-20. Anyways, I never use them. I keep buying white ones. We don't read in this hobby. True. But I've done the exact same thing where I've like gone back and forth, and then you just finally are so done with it all and you hit order and don't realize you've still made a mistake. We using them? It's the only mistake I think I've made in a long time, but yeah, I probably should just use them all. God, this brass piece is fucking heavy. Here's the bottom. And then, let me go find where the hardware kit is. I think it was that small little box. Okay, it's this box, I'm pretty positive. Okay, it's all the hardware. Nah, we all make mistakes. You don't think maining Moira is deemed a mistake? Moira is a sick champion. Don't ever talk smack on my Overwatch champions again. Never, ever. No aim, no brain? Oh, come on, man. Guess we're talking smack about my picks. Moira's OP as hell? Mm-hmm. That's why I play her. That's why I play her. 1800 with brass midplate is all built. Like it's like a... Dude, it seems like a heavy as fuck. Oh gosh. I need some more liquids here. No, this is a build for someone. Let me tell you guys, I would advise you guys to not get heat illness. Borderline heat stroke, right? I really strongly advise it. McCree? Oh, yeah, I think he's called Cassidy now. I think there was like something that happened with the original voice actor or something like that. That's good, Chewy. I really, really appreciate you changing your mind. Oh, I kind of like the all black feet for this. This is kind of sick with this. I still think this is my favorite design of key cults, are the number ones. It's so nice. Is it hot today? I haven't even looked outside. I literally woke up, lube switches all morning, and then I had some breakfast and that was it. Alright. Okay. Let's put the off card back in there. Which screws are these? I'm guessing these guys. Yeah, these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is using this bit. Nope, one smaller. It wasn't the original voice actor, the Blizzard employee who McCree was named after. Oh, it was him. Okay, yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm mistaken. It was something like that. Are key cults still at the top of the mountain for keyboard quality? I would personally say not to what they were regarded at one point. But I would also, to make the situation more clear, I think key cult quality was more about the level of quality control that Key Cult had on their products at one point. And it's not to say that we haven't had quality keyboards since Key Cult. In fact, I would say there's been great quality keyboards, better maybe even in some cases. But at one point, Key Cult quality control was so good that they would even deem B stocks as something you would probably find as an A stock unit, you know? Novel keys basically took over most of Key Cult stuff. And I would say the quality, to me, is just as good. The quality control from novel keys is maybe not to the point of what Key Cult was, but novel keys support is 1,000 times better. Who replaced Key Cult? They sound stupid, but like everybody. I feel like any vendor nowadays, you could literally be like, this is the equivalent of maybe what Key Cult was. Everyone's now like put on a thing where it's like, if there's not quality control done to their keyboard, you will get blasted somewhere. You know what I mean? I'll say this, all my novel keys Key Cults have been immaculate. Yeah. The team really cares at novel keys, so. Oh my god, this brass weight is so heavy, Minerals. Ooh. Alright, now for the trickiest part about this whole build. Is getting this through. Trickiest part, right here. I could try to tape this down, but you know what I'll do? Boom, I think I got it literally turn one. Did I get it? Oh, perfect. Look at that. Glad I don't have to ship this thing too far. No, not at all. What's the best pour-on gasket 65 you've ever tried? That's a large question. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, the clock was great. Is it the best? I don't know. Is it the best? I'm not sure. Bauer? I wouldn't say the Bauer's the best. I think the Bauer is good. Not the best. You are a little biased, Phoenix. Just a teensy bit. All right, let me screw in these things. What screws do I use for these? Pretty sure it's these guys. Don't need this anymore. I hate that cable so much. Putting on the PCB is like punching. Yep, I am not looking forward to this next part. But it is what it is. I feel like a lot of designers ripped off the Kohaku plate. I would actually argue the Kohaku plate. It's great, but it wasn't the first plate like that. I think it's a good plate design, and I'm happy more people use it. Actually, wait, I need to drive Kohaku prices down. Yeah, you do. What else are you gonna go on this week? What else you got going on? Like life stuff or just like keyboard stuff? Life stuff, I don't think I have a whole hell of a lot of stuff either. I really just want to clean. Like this week here, I just want to get things to where my office is like back to where it was like months ago. So Phillips head screws do need to be gone in this hobby, you're right. I think that's kind of my main goal. I just really want to get back to that. Ooh, this looks so good. Damn. Oh, this looks great. Okay, let's put some of these things on. Small one goes there. It's a long-term goal, no rush. For which, sorry? What makes Phillips head screws bad? They just strip easy. It's like the main thing I think people will probably complain about. They just strip super duper easy. And then they strip, and then it's hard to get them out, you know. Yeah, I also kind of agree with that too. Like, I think when I look at Phillips head screws, I think cheap. It's nice to see some of the other screw heads. Yeah. U-Toy, I mean, we've talked about this in the past too. Phillips head screws are designed to literally strip, so. For something that you take apart over and over and over again, they are literally not necessary. Also, minerals, can I leave off the spacebar gasket? I say this with experience. I like it better personally, but it's up to you. You may? Wonderful, sir, wonderful. This is good news. Alright, time for the most painful part about this entire build. You ready? Getting this stupid cable in now. What's the difference between, what's the difference with spacebar gaskets? Well, I just find with the key cult, the number one, the spacebar gasket makes it feel a little bit like stiff, and I like the sound personally better without. This is the worst part about this build. Would it have killed them to make the GST just a smidge longer? I don't think so. But alas, we are here. We are here indeed. This is the best part for us, I suppose. I got it. And now, Minerals is never going to touch this ever again to open this. Never ever. All right, next set of gaskets. I'm putting my MX2As on the Cycle 7. Good choice. Never, ever, ever. The number one series key cults are so iconic and timeless. I agree. Thoughts on the ball catch mechanism? I don't like it personally. I think over the years of seeing like some side effects that come with having the ball catch system, I've just grown a little bit tired of it. The ball catch system is super great for people who maybe just don't have the dexterity to open a keyboard, so there are benefits to it, right? However, the ball catch system also kind of, it lacks in terms of you have to have quality parts. If you don't have quality parts, we've seen firsthand the ball catch systems can sound resonant. You know? And with wear and tear, the ball catch systems eventually, like most of them, eventually they'll degrade a little bit. But no one can really, I mean, I can't deny their handiness. All right. Now, I only ever leave the bottom gasket underneath here. You can leave the top one if you're building this yourself. It's just the one bottom one here. If you guys are like, what am I doing with the one gasket that's not there? I hope what the stratum didn't. I hope that. I hope what the stratum did catches on. That would be nice. The stratum had a really good system in place. Agreed. All right, and then the trick with the key cult, if anyone's watching this back and wants to know how to build this, is you do have to kind of screw this in crisscross. And do it slowly. The key cult needs to align in a very like particular manner. My stomach growled. I am a little hungry. I'm getting there, guys. And then what I recommend after you screw in your screws, like after they're lightly screwed in here, just flip it back over and make sure it's all aligned nicely. I don't love using these things, these plastic things for the key cult. I feel like they kind of stiffen up everything, so just as a heads up. Okay, looking good, looking good. What's on the menu today, chef? Oh, for food? I don't know what I'm gonna have for lunch. I have no clue. Okay. I missed that you don't put the gasket on the top case or bottom. I just don't put it on the bottom. I feel like it gives it some room to kind of like flex. But you can feel free and leave it off the top as well. But I just put it on the top. It doesn't really change it up for me. Alright, I'm just going to make sure everything's nicely screwed in. Stop when you feel force. With any keyboard, you could damage the aluminum. And that's it. Hi, Scented. How you doing? Alright. Ooh. Now for the part of the stream that I don't know how this is going to turn out, which is our predictions.
So nice.
Thank you, Zonis.
Hurrah!
Damn, I read that so cool. Thank you, Zonis. Appreciate it, man. This doesn't look like much bigger than the TKL. I mean, it is longer. I would definitely say it has some size difference there. Maybe by one column? Yeah. Not hugely, but it's definitely a little bit longer. GMK Phoenix. Not to be confused with Phoenix.mx in chat. Alright guys, let me just keep it a buck with you guys, okay? This has been sitting upside... I didn't realize it was sitting upside down, okay? I think for like 6 months on my shelf. It hasn't been moved though. So, you know, it is what it is. Time to gamble. Let me set up the gamble for you guys. You know, I've never seen this set in person. So opening this will be my first time seeing this set in person. I think, anyway, at least here in my studio area. Go ahead and get predicted here. And again, here's the side angle look. Maybe it'll be perfect. Who knows? But it was upside down, just as a heads up. It was upside down. Box art kind of ass. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I don't disagree. It's not the best box art in the world. Crumpled. Hello, princess. Hello, how are you? Hi, crumpled. Must resist the Gamba. What's the Gamba at right now? Holy shit, 1 million on Yup. Is there any Nope believers? It kind of looks like cheap kids fireworks. No, you know what this reminds me of? Okay, again, I'm not hating on this, but I am going to tease it a little bit. You know, when you first learn Photoshop and you go through text, like tutorials on YouTube, and you know what I mean? And they teach you how to do like fiery fonts. That's kind of what it reminds me of. That's too accurate. You know what I mean? Like when you're kind of looking it up for the first time and you're like, yeah, this is how it's done. It's kind of like the first time, you know? But you know what will never be my first time? Loving Juan. How are you doing, Juan? Love you, buddy. I hope you're having a great day. Never my first time. I'm always loving you, friend. Love you, buddy. Even this, it looks like they found a layout for a bird, like a phoenix, and did the same text thing to this. But yeah, it literally looks like that. It's like not super great, but also, you know what? I guess it works. All right, let's open this thing up. Let me pause the music. I don't have faith in this. I put it on nope, even though it was going to be yup. I mean, who knows? There was music? Don't say there was music. I know there's music today. Oh my. I know for a fact there's music today. I made sure. Okay. 1 second. I've tried Alps, yeah. Oh, it's like a gradient. Oh, it's like from red to yellow. That's actually pretty cool. Oh shit, we're actually looking pretty good. Oh shit. We're actually looking pretty decent right now. Oh shit. I mean, I felt a bump. I'm not gonna lie, and I think it was these keys. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on 1 second. Oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. We still have the bottom. Wait. Ah, you guys are so fucking lucky. You guys are actually so fucking lucky, dude. You guys are so fucking lucky, dude. This key legitimately fucks us over every time, bro. I fucking hate that cap. Wow, that would have been a huge... I actually got nervous. I got chills. We would have had a huge upset. Well, we can't really do anything about the arrow. These are gonna turn around because of this. Like, I think we all have to be aware that when there's only like 4 in a row, it's gonna slide back and forth and maybe turn around, so... It's technically messed up because of the 1 key. Wow, dude. That would have been a crazy one, bro. This could have been the second big incident. The second one, dude. That's crazy. I can overlook that. That's crazy, dude. But even with this material, they can make it so the caps actually sit properly. We've said this like 1,000 times. We all know. I actually think the robot puts that in... Yeah. Well, it's because... Okay, the reason why this cap always flips is because... See this big space over here? It can literally jump up and down, like, and turn around in this. So it has more room to move. But you see how they put this, like, above this? It doesn't happen here. It's just the way they designed that one little piece. Okay, guys. I did not say rum. I did not say that. Just give me my money. Okay, whoa. Chill. Choose outcome. Will this set be messed up? The answer is yes, it was messed up. Enjoy your points. I feel like not a lot of people got much, but... Easy. Oh, these are nice. These are the artisans. So which one's the caps lock? Is this it? No, is it? I think so. You got plus 20k? That's not bad. Or I say artisans. Sorry, novelty keycaps. My bad. Oops. My bad. Every modern gene case that's like 86% chance to have that flip delete. Yeah. Oh man, I feel like we should have done ISO with this board. The ISO cap's kind of nice. All right, let's put this together. I mean, we've always had it so it's been one key that's messed up. I feel like if we switch it up now, it's just rude. You know what I mean? Okay, do we want, how many novelties do we want on this? Do we want all the novelties possible? The enter? I assume so, right? Oh, do you? All right. So I guess we're just going to try putting as many as we can. We can always go crazy. Yeah, we can pull back, yeah. This might be a little ugly over here. But okay, we'll just see. We'll just see. Let's just go crazy and see where we end up at. I don't know if, can we use much of these? Oh, they're arrow keys. These are cool, actually. One is too much. We can take them off. That's the beauty about these things, guys. We can take them off. They're literally removable. All right, let's put these on. Oh, maybe we should put an escape one though. Okay, let me add that there forever or later. Nah, novelties in the bottom row rarely work. They do sometimes. I think it's just we collectively maybe all prefer, I don't know, I'm speaking on all our behalfs here, a cleaner looking build to some degree. Some sheets are better off just staying on this, or some sets sheets for eternity. Really, I actually like the base kit for this. This is nice. Don't make fun of me in it. Who is this we? Okay, I'm speaking on too many people's behalfs. Was there an F13? No. Okay, I guess I have to figure out something else to go there. Bro just left the cap flipped. It's gonna stay like that now. That's how it stays forever and ever and always now. Some sheets still make sense. Yeah. See? Oh yeah, right here. Fuck, I didn't see that. It's on the bottom. Usually it's on the other tray. Can we say moving forward that one key being flipped doesn't count as messed up? Okay, there's a lot of us here right now. I'm going to put this to a vote. I'm voting no personally, so I will also vote to this as well. If I do a poll on change rules to 2 keycaps for messed up instead of 1. Yes, no. Let's put it to a vote. We can do like the next 5 minutes for this. Please vote. I'm actually going to vote too. I actually think we should keep it the way we've always done it, but feel free and change it up. If you guys want to collectively change it, I'm not going to argue. We've had the same rules for Gamba for like forever, so. And I know voted yes, dude. I know he's saying sore losers, but he's voting yes, bro. How bad does it have to be if it's messed up set doesn't count? Well, we've already established some like baselines for what's messed up and what's not. Like we have to be understanding that things shift around. But there are some that are like unexcusable. This is a cool choice of keycaps. This actually looks really dope on this right now. All keycaps on the right equals messed up for now. Well, like for example, if these are shifted like this on the bottom, see how I moved the arrows? I wouldn't count this as messed up. These are gonna move around. There's nothing you can do. Like if it was like this, completely covering another key, I'd call that messed up. But yeah, these will shift. If it was flipped over, that still counts. Oh wait, that's not where the K goes. All my GMK sets have been like 3 rows. Yeah, sometimes it's really bad. You should do is make 3 options. No key up and 1 key is messed up. I see what you mean, but damn, wouldn't you think that'd be a bit much? That's like too particular. Is this Pompeii? No. Isn't Pompeii a singular color? This is a gradient. This goes from red to yellow. You want an... Oh, what's this? When was this? Was this the other day? Oh, was it 2 years ago?
Why is this space bar up here?
Oh, yeah, dude, that was terrible. That was bad, that one, dude. I forgot about that. That was so bad. Is it some kind of old GMK set or something new? For this one? I don't know when this came out. I'm going to be honest, I don't think this set interested me, so I just never like picked it up, but... I don't even remember who vended this. Oh! One thing. I'm seeing this now. Maybe I didn't see it much when I was testing. Minerals. I'd like to suggest going with a heavier spring for the spacebar. It's a little slow. If you're down. Tactiles and really light springs for space bars is kind of a recipe for might not work. So I'd like to maybe upgrade this to like a 60 gram. So just basically like let's add like 10 or 15 grams to it. GMK Guy Fieri. Okay, we'll do that after this. Don't kill me with Guy Fieri, bro. That's craziness. Not gonna lie, this is the first keycap set used in the stream that I don't like. Really? I actually, again, take away the novelties. I think the alphas look sick, dude. I actually like it. The gradient's dope. Oh god, there's so much GMK dust on these. Heavier spacebar should have a different stem to keep track of the weight. How do I do that though, you know? What I probably will do is just mark it with a black marker. The novelties are phoenixes. I like this set actually. I don't think I'd use them on a keyboard because of my personal taste, but it does look cool. Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I actually don't mind this. I don't think I'm too particular in all these novelties. I'm gonna get rid of all these. I don't think these should be here, but ultimately it's up to minerals. I think we should go with this, and maybe the escape, and get rid of all the ones on the bottom. I feel like the yellow gradient ends is a bit out of place. Fire gradient as a concept is cool though. I actually would have liked if they did it vertically. That would have been cool too. Also, what am I putting here? I never know. I'll just put print scroll pause, something else. No bottom. So yeah, you don't want them on the bottom? Let's do it like that. Are the novelty pads printed? I'm pretty positive they are. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get rid of them now. And we'll put the one on the escape. We'll actually include this one here. The ISO looks sick. I like I mean, a lot of ISO novelties look crazy good. So, are you booked up for July/August? I have a few slots left for August. So if you were looking to me for me to get a build done, I would suggest booking now. because I probably will fill up rather quickly because things are on the way to me. But I can always offer slots. Was the giveaway done for 390? No, it was a giveaway for 400 because we have 3 left and it goes 400, 450, 500. Then there's a double giveaway at 500. The last few giveaways were done a little different. I sent you a request? Okay. I haven't checked anything over the weekend. I will be answering emails tomorrow morning. Let's do this guy here. This one for the escape. Yeah, I think this looks better now. It looks clean. Oh, you're right. The alt is wrong. I have to use this alt. You're right. Good eye, Mindy. Good. Oh, no. I hate when cherry switches do this. It comes out with this. This just goes like this. Switch gore, a little bit. All right. Curious to see how this is going to sound. Yeah, these are milky tops. Way better. I thought you were suffering from a migraine or something when I looked up the layout. Oh.
God damn, dude.
17. Thank you so much for the 10 tier ones. We'll start a giveaway right now and we'll do a sound test. Thank you, 17. That's very kind of you. Here, let's actually do the giveaway first. So this is going to be for the Rama U80. It has, again, a little small scuff on the back. You won't notice it when you're typing, though. It's just what I did to it by accident when I bought it. Stream elements. Hydrate. Oh, yeah, I own Hydrate, too. Give me one sec. Loyalty, giveaways. All right, go ahead and enter, and we'll draw right after I'm done the sound test. It's a E white U80. This is the first gradient set that I found palatable. It's because they did the legends and not the actual caps, guaranteed. All right, see how this sounds. The only thing I'm gonna swap out is the spacebar here. Just give it a slightly heavier spring. Oh my god, this is so heavy. Here's the keyboard. I might give it a little dusting later because the GMK dust is crazy on this one. This looks good. I'm a sucker for this. Ooh. This has a lot more scratch because it's a super light tactile switch. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is my first time using these switches too. Ooh. That's a nice backspace too. Nice mods. I'm gonna replace the caps lock one. The caps lock one has a bit of too much scratch. Dude, that does sound really good. I'm really happy with this. The tactility on this, guys, like, I'm trying to, like, feel it typing naturally. I didn't even touch any of the stem on the leg part with lubricant. You can barely feel it. It almost feels like a linear. It's like a dirty linear, but it has a lot more texture to it. This is. I actually really like these switches. Fuck. Maybe I should lube my own batch. I feel like this is less than MX Brown almost. And I feel like these are deeper sounding than MX Browns. They have a bit more bass. Like if I didn't know better and you just gave me this board, I would probably guess this is just a really scratchy linear. Damn, these are nice. Good choice on the switches here. Call me, oh my gosh. The spacebar is phenomenal on this. The trick with the number one is to not put the bottom gasket on it. I mean, you know what? I feel like me explaining that this has less tactility will probably fall on deaf ears. I think I would love... I think Minerals, when he gets this, would probably be the best person to talk to. Man, the only thing about Black Anno is fingerprint magnet everywhere. Damn, these are nice. It turned out great. Ooh, the arrows are good too. Damn, that turned out good. I'm liking this, man. That's a great sounding board, actually. Can you hit the num key a little? The numpad is excellent on this. The home key? Do you mean like these up here? The F keys are also excellent. The only key I want to swap is the caps lock. It just feels like rougher than the rest of them. I don't know why. So that's the only key I'm probably... It's hot swap anyway, so let's quickly swap it out, but... I don't think this set's hideous at all. I actually think this set looks really good on the blackboard. Oh. Maybe some film interference. Maybe it didn't like sit proper on it. All right, let's draw the giveaway. All right, guys. Winner of the U80. We're closing it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winner is Sixy. Congratulations. Is 6 here? Oh, there it is. Okay, 6. Congrats. Can you send me a DM? And then I'll send you the form to fill out probably tomorrow. I have a number 1 1800. I'm gonna actually... I think I have enough pedal switches to do this too. I'm gonna copy this build. I don't know if it'll sound different with the aluminum mid piece, but I'm copying this. This sounds so good. I really like this. I love this spacebar too. It's an aluminum plate, yeah. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to change, slightly heavier spring on the spacebar. It is a little sluggish to come back just because this is a light tactile. And then just the caps lock key, but that's not really important. This is the only major change I'm probably going to make. I'll mark it with like a marker for you, Minerals, and then you can choose which one you end up liking. You have so many extra switches, so it's right here. Cool. That's great. This turned out fantastic. I am so happy with this. Wow. This also looks really good too. You can't be mad at the Key Cult number 1 aesthetic. Look at this thing. It could be a staby thing, but it actually does feel like the spring is just slow to come back. That's it. That's what it more feels like. Yeah. All right, though, guys. This was fun. This was really fun. I think we're gonna wait on Sunday. We just did Sunday, didn't we do it like 2 days ago? We'll wait on Sunday photos for now. Is there such a thing as a special release key cult? Special release key cult. Not from Novel Keys. Not that I know of. I know Key Cult used to do stuff like that. But I would, if it's on a Google form, see an auction for it. I don't know anything about an auction for a Key Cult. That sounds suspect. I would not do that. I would maybe send an email to Key Cult or Novel Keys to confirm. I don't know anything off the top of my head. Yeah, that's kind of sus. All right, guys. What about the 2.65 black bottom unfinished? Is that something being auctioned right now? I have no idea. Didn't you listen to my 5-minute bedtime story? Yeah, I need to do that. Wait, I thought I did finish the Sunday photos. Did I not? I bookmarked it and everything. Do yogurt S switches need to be lubed? No. If you want to make them better, sure. But I think they're fine as is. You skip the audio? No, I did not say I don't have time for this. Okay, guys, you know what? You guys are putting words in my mouth. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're doing another full-size board tomorrow. I think we're doing the intro tomorrow, but let's find someone to raid for now. I'm going to rest my vocal cords for one more day here, but I think I'm on the mend. I think we're back to being to normal. You guys better have a good day. We're going to raid Jay today. I haven't raided Jay in a hot minute. Love you guys. I will talk to you soon. And good night, everyone, or good morning, or whatever time of day it is. Bye, everyone, and love you. See you later.